Today we sit down with a true serial entrepreneur, and we're honored that he has come onto our podcast to chat about a new venture that he's launched, focusing, as we do, on lifestyle, on improving the quality of people's lives and affording them the opportunity and to pamper themselves. And that's ultimately what this channel is about. Understanding that our lifestyle is a way that we can improve our quality of life, manage and maintain our mental health and sanity, and live our best possible life. We're grateful to have Jonathan van Blerk on today's episode, talking about the many ventures that he has launched, his new venture, and also something special to share with you guys, the fact that he is the founder of I Respect, the glasses that I'm wearing, and I'm also proud to be a brand ambassador because of the values that he and his companies represent. You're going to find this very interesting, very inspiring, and I hope it's going to make you want to get on a plane or on a train to visit his new venture. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with Champions. Mr. van Blerk, Jonathan, welcome to the second episode of the Emet Lifestyle Podcast. So this is what I've done is it's kind of worked out quite well, is we're calling it Coffee and Conversations with Champions. That's really the theme around the conversation. So and you are a champion, and even if I happen just to mention the running at school, but so it's about, we've got the Emet Lifestyle Podcast now, we've got my personal one, the Nicholas Ingle Experience, and then I've got the Emet Media one where we're speaking to the different sporting guys. And each one's getting its own sort of traction and feel and focus. So the lifestyle one, I mean, it's an honor to have you on. And dude, it's so cool. I was
Thanks.
very worried, by the way. I have to tell you which glasses to wear, but I think these are the ones. Huh? So
Yeah, as I said, we certainly due to update your look a little bit.
yeah,
Also, not that it doesn't work,
yeah.
but I think it's always fun to have carry multiple personalities.
Absolutely, absolutely. And the glasses that you sent me are amazing because I can tailor a personality or a mood to each one. So
Yeah.
that's what's really cool. So, can you tell us a little bit about you, your background, and the app and the lifestyle store that you've launched?
Well, I grew up like you did in a little enclave called Camps Bay. It was exceptional. I think it was an exceptional childhood in
Absolutely.
that we were going through interesting times, lots of conflict, lots of good things, lots of interesting, lots of color, if that makes sense. So,
Yeah.
I think move on 10 years, we all go through routes, whether we're going to uni or had to do at that time national service or this or that. So, post all of that and really post what I would call, what you refer to as a sports career.
Yeah.
I just started doing things I liked and went into the eyewear industry where I created some brands early on. Not really being from the industry, it was fun because I could be a little bit of an outside, an outlier, do things differently, and I did for a while. Then just got very busy after 5 years into the industry. Started creating a lot of my own brands, which some of them have stayed, some have come and gone, some have been sold on. So as a serial entrepreneur, you tend to do things like that for the good and the bad.
100%.
So I've always had in the back of my mind wanting to give a little bit of lifestyle back. So, traveled a lot, done a lot of things, been in different industries, not only just in the eyewear industry, but while I've been in there, I've been in the music industry, I've been in the fashion side of things, I've been in food, I've been in hotels. I've done quite a lot over that period, and the whole thing about the concept stories, it's in a way it's an ultimate vision of what I'd like to do and show and things like that. And I think that the whole thing with the podcast and just chatting about coffee is everything we do in fun, but we do seriously also. So our coffee concept is we're using all the best single origins, organic. We are trained by some incredibly good baristas, brought people who really are from the industry and understand it. And it's this wonderful escape, and I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it. I look forward to you coming to visit and come
Absolutely.
out, hang out on the banks of Lake Garda, and just see what we get up to. Um, I don't think you know that, but on most Friday evenings, we'll be inviting bands to play from a little bit of the music background. We've got some incredible bands who will be playing from the opening in November and December. There's a whole list on the website, which is brilliant. I'm sure people are going to be quite surprised and shocked, and I think it'll be amazing. It's just, again, it's going to be acoustic sessions, Friday acoustic sessions where we're doing cocktails. One of our partners is Mermaid Gin. We'll be doing, these incredible gin cocktails. We have some of our own wine labels. We have some wine ventures. So it's a real lifestyle smorgasbord. Weird stuff you'll see in the store. We've got incredible electric scooters. We're trying to leave this zero carbon footprint. So a lot of what we do is done in that way. So all the bottles we use, all the packaging we use, we're not only talking eyewear, we're talking about in everything we do is related to having the zero carbon footprint, and it's just looking for cool things to mold into it. So it's somewhere where you should come in and just get lost, and hopefully you find something you really like out of it. A bonus is if you're an eyewear lover, we have we're 3D printing glasses, so you could literally arrive in,
Wow.
sit down, have a coffee, have breakfast, have lunch, stay for a cocktail, get measured up, and have your glasses made while you're there. So walk in and walk out with a full service.
That's incredible. I mean, that's the ultimate bespoke glasses in a short period of time. I mean, that's combining. I mean, I know your stuff is incredible. It's handmade, and now you're bringing that technology into it that you can come and visit and leave with your own unique frames. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, look, we have everything we do is handmade.
Mm,
We have we have frames that you know have 30 years of experience in the industry,
mm.
and we know fit and work for people. It's something, it's a talent or an art you do, and you have, and you use it. And then we do tailor-made stuff. So if there's something you like, we actually have machinery, and we'll hand fit it to you, so it's a perfect fit. But as you said, the ultimate is to, and a pun on the ultimate vision is to actually sit down and just have these have your own pair of glasses made up. Everybody walks out with their name inside. It's a whole gifted story. So it's a special concept.
Uh, I think it's about making, I suppose, your guests feel very, very special, and having a special experience. So, where is the location?
Pesquera del Garda, so on the lakes of Lake Garda,
Hmm.
so on the shore of Lake Garda, very close to Verona. Um, really, really interesting part of the world. Beautiful.
What was your reason for picking this area for your first store? or the first location?
Um, just the feeling you get. It really offers everything. It's got mountains, it's got water, it's got energy, it's got incredible produce. So everything. Also, my favorite sparkling wine, Franciacorta, is around the corner. There's Ripasso, which is a gorgeous red wine, which is from the area.
Mm-hmm.
There's the food, having Parma just down the road, having Mount of that area just close to you. You basically get the best of what Italy's produce is. It's
Right.
very close to Switzerland. It's very close to Austria, so you're getting the best of all of that also.
So when people are coming out, what is the sort of experience they can expect? Is it something they should come for the weekend? Should they come for a week? Just for the day? What would you advise?
There's a huge amount to do in Lake Garda. I mean,
Mm.
I would definitely come for 3 or 4 days. I would, it services locals, but I mean, obviously, as a tourist coming in, you've got the beauty. You spend some time on the water, spend some time in the vineyards, and then go through the little towns in all around Lake Garda. I mean, they're they're all unique and beautiful, and it's well worth seeing. Our concept is really just for people who are there to come in and have a gorgeous experience. This little place escape they can go to, or if they're looking for something more fun on a Friday evening, come in
Mm.
for one of the concerts. It really depends on your personality and
Right.
what you're looking for, and our idea is to cater to all of that.
100%. How did this idea come about? Because I mean, it's almost like you've put sort of everything in your background and your experience as an entrepreneur into this.
Yeah, that is, but I think it's all about passion. If you're not passionate about what you do,
Mm.
there's not much to say. These are all things we love. I love. I'm passionate about. I enjoy. And we really want to offer that in the very best way we can.
Right.
So whether it's cocktail, whether it's cocktails, whether it's wine, whether it's food, whether it's pastries, whether it's just outdoors, I don't even get into the eyewear, but everything
Yeah.
else around it just gives you that massive choice of things to do, and that'll you know are unique are unique to us.
Okay, absolutely. You touched on the eyewear. If we could talk a little bit about that, and then also sort of the app now, because I suppose for those who aren't fortunate enough to be able to come through to the venue, they can access and gain some of the experience on the app. What are you looking to do with the app? And I know there's some really cool specials that you are launching with the app. If we could sort of touch on that as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's always difficult when you're in one site.
Mm.
We are looking in a very short while. Our next site will be open in Monaco, then Valencia, then Rome, and
Okay.
that's really where we've got to by the end of 2024. So we're also wanting to offer people who are not in Europe at this stage. Just offer them something, offer them the availability to have a bespoke frame made up, or to order in something from us that is unique.
Right.
So that's really all it is. It's opening it and sharing it with everywhere we've been, people we've been, places that have inspired us, just lifestyles and civilizations in a way.
So what makes sort of this part of Europe so special for you?
Wow.
How's
you
that
just
for a
need
further
you
question?
need you need to look at me. No, listen. Just
Mm,
flavor and simplicity.
mm.
I think those are things that come from here. If
Right.
you do something, do it simply, but do it really well.
Mm, mm. Sure.
I.e., if you're doing food, make sure you're using really good ingredients. if you're making wine, make sure you've got great climate, great conditions, great terra, to grow it in. It's it's a very
Sure.
exceptional part of the world when it comes to flavor and style, and the people are so emotive also, so they're quite inspiring in that way. It's it's almost unfiltered.
Right. I think that's such a valuable point, because the key thing that we try and get through all of our different podcasts, the different shows, is mental health, and being optimal and looking after ourselves, self-love and self-care. I mean, when you talk about that, the simplicity, we lack that so much in our lives sometimes, and I think the lack of simplicity can be overwhelming.
Yeah, certainly. I
And I
mean,
think, yeah. So
that you're just spot on. I think naturally people complicate or
mm,
create complicated scenarios around ourselves where we shouldn't. It's there's a simple set of decisions. You're not going to always make the right decisions, but does that really matter?
yeah, it's about
It doesn't mean there shouldn't be self care or self love
mm,
or confidence in what you do. It's just it's yeah, it's a hard
simple.
hitting topic.
Yeah,
Yeah, simple
absolutely.
but a hard hitting
Keep it
topic.
simple. It is, but what you're doing, and I think what you're building and what you're giving people, are those little moments of value and those little moments of self worth. And I think, with the channel, with Emet Lifestyle, what we're wanting to do, it's about taking, using these physical things or these places just to
Hmm.
pamper yourself, to care for yourself, to give yourself a little bit of love. And I think, I'm quite sure if we looked out that window where you are, there would be a beautiful view, and that's a sign of self-love. And the sunsets that you post and the beautiful beach shots that you post, you almost feel that you're there, and that it can give you a moment to breathe, because we don't watch enough sunsets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
listen. I think you're very similar in that
Mm.
ways. You know, you've got to live life without fear.
Yep. 100%.
Life is short.
Yeah.
You've got to just live it, and that's always been something I've always done. Is I really just you know to be personal or have
Mm.
emotion or to love people or to it doesn't take a lot, and I don't know why humanity is so scared of it.
To Because I think
But
we
but
sort of,
but yeah,
yeah. Mm.
I think you're right in what we're trying to do is give a little bit of love, share a little bit of
Mm.
love, share these experiences, and you are worth it.
That's it. You're giving people the opportunity to show themselves love,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
agreed.
and and that's it. And it's not about, I think people, material things potentially get a bad rap, get a bad reputation,
Hmm.
but it's the experience of getting getting something nice, getting something beautiful, looking after
Hmm.
yourself, showing yourself some worth, that is
Hmm.
so valuable. It's actually, it's invaluable, that we need to do that, to look after ourselves and to care for ourselves, because we don't do that enough. We're running so much, we are pushing so hard. It's almost that we have to run at 180% just in order to survive. And these things that you're putting together, that you're creating, are little moments to stop and show ourselves some love and show ourselves some care and some appreciation for ourselves, for everything that we actually just do. Because sometimes, just not even to say surviving, but effectively surviving, doing the mundane on a daily basis, still takes
Hmm.
tremendous effort and energy. And it's a wonderful, I mean, I know from myself, every time I put these on, there are memories associated with it. There are moments associated with these glasses, and they put a big smile on my face. It's a
Yeah.
wonderful way to go out into the world. The getting dressed is, for me, taking 15 minutes. And this is, again, for me, because I know we chatted about, you said, must you put a jacket on for the interview? Yeah, and it's
That was tongue in cheek.
no, 100%. But I had a good chuckle because I know how you choose to live your life, and that's what was that TV show called when we were kids? No Jacket Required. I think the music show, and that's it. So no jacket allowed. But for me, the jacket and the getting dressed is taking 10 or 15 minutes in the morning, selecting the cologne or the fragrance, and going through this routine of just, this is a little bit of time for myself and how I choose to set my day. And perhaps that's something that's been lost, and it's a wonderful thing that you are working so hard to bring this back and allow people the opportunity to pamper themselves, to remind themselves that they feel they're special, and to look after themselves. So it's absolutely wonderful. And I can't, for me, I can't wait to get over there. And but I can't wait to see the uptake, because you've got an app, the UV app. By the way, was that a play on ultraviolet for the glasses as well, or because I just twigged on that?
You tell me. Look at the color of the logo.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, 100%. So I should go exactly like, I was like, ding. So it's wow. Maybe I need a couple of days off, because it took me a while to twig, and usually I'm quite fast on those things. So more coffee. Tell us about the coffee, by the way, if we can.
Well,
Mm,
I mean, coffee is a very important part of the day for me. It's
mm,
something I really enjoy, and
yeah.
I think there's a lot of, coffee needn't get the bad rep it does. It's
Mm.
pretty healthy also.
Yep, absolutely. And I believe in one of the pictures, one of the gentlemen brewing coffee there was one of the fastest coffee brewers in the history of the world ever, over 300 kilometers an hour.
That's true. You've recognized one of the pictures. Yeah, listen, we have a lot of fun people coming through. So we
Yeah.
have anything from musicians to Formula One drivers
Mm.
to actors to
Yeah.
it's that's part of it. They come because they also get a chance just to be.
To be. That's it.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
They
think. Mm, sorry. Yep.
that no, in a way they get to do stuff and pamper themselves.
Mm,
So you're right about that whole pampering thing. They get the space to actually do it themselves.
sure. Yeah. That's and just I suppose it's just to be is
Hmm.
what a wonderful thing. And then also to be able to pamper yourself, and we need to,
Yeah.
and we don't pamper ourselves enough. We don't look
Yeah.
after ourselves, and it's the small things that can just give us the strength that we need to get through. And so yeah, I know we've sort of, what was the idea behind the app though, then, as well, just to complement the venue, or also to allow people
Yeah,
access? Mm,
it was a bit about access, but it was
mm,
just to tell the story, also
mm.
to let people know there are people out there doing stuff that's different.
Right.
You know, it's something I'd love to do on a larger scale, but
Mm,
we all have limited funds, limited
hmm.
time, limited ability. So what I intend to do is, with the time I have for it, is to do it to the best ability
Hmm.
and reach out to places where I feel we can make a difference.
It's a wonderful thing to see, because you really do, you get a sense of the story, you get a sense of the
Hmm.
feeling of what you're working to create through the app, which I found absolutely amazing. And you're scrolling through it, and your mind starts to run to sort of, yeah, I need
Hmm.
summer. I need to be, I need to be there. And that's
Yeah,
it was a wonderful experience. So I think if that's something you are aiming for, you hit the nail absolutely on the head. Um, Something that
thanks.
was really,
Yeah,
really, really cool. Yeah, we
that
absolutely.
that was something we were hopeful of.
Mm. So yeah, 100% nail on that. You hit it. Speaking of hitting, tell us. I saw a recent picture of you with the beach bats. How's that going?
Listen, for somebody who loves playing beach tennis, I'm terrible at the moment.
Oh,
It's something I used to find a lot more time to do, and
mm.
it's difficult. But again, like you say, self love and all of that. This last weekend of just getting away down the Lungomare, down the
Mhm.
Adriatic Sea, where the home of beach tennis is, was
Right.
about just finding time again. And actually, it made me go, actually, you're good enough. You need to make sure you've got a weekend a month to
Mm.
go in and do that.
Sure.
And that was a message to myself.
Okay. 100%.
Make the time, no matter how busy you are.
Yeah. Make the time. Absolutely. 'Cause I mean, your weekends, particular during the Formula One season, are pretty hectic. But I'm sure they are hectic all the time.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Look, it's I lose 24 weekends a year.
oof, half.
And that's half the year. And then
Yeah.
I've got a young daughter, and
Mm,
I need to be around. So it is a juggle at times,
mm, mm.
but all we can do is our best.
That's it. And juggle and stick with the beach tennis. So absolutely.
Exactly. I've got her rackets and that ready, so she's also in.
Okay, perfect. See, combining the things we love. That's it. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
How,
yeah, yeah.
does she play? Is she good? I mean, how's that going?
She Let's put it this way: she improves 100% every time.
Okay. That's to be young and moving in that direction. I remember those days.
Exactly. I can't state the same.
For sure, sure. So now, when are you kicking off? When is the venue opening? Have you got dates yet that
So
we can share?
yeah, we open on the 1st of November. There's a
Okay.
lot of things in the interim we're still
Mm,
doing. We would like to have opened earlier. It's just so, as you said, things are busy. We want to do it right, and
mm-hmm,
we just feel we're going to open over that period so we can just everybody can settle into it, and things will go through beautiful snowy
mm.
end of summer into autumn to beautiful snowy
Oh,
winters,
mm.
back into spring, back into summer.
Absolutely
So
fantastic. Yeah, you want it to be perfect, so there's no stress or anxiety for those coming through. It just flows. It's comfortable, easy, simple.
perfect.
Yeah,
It's got to be done. Correct.
yeah, absolutely fantastic. Oh, dude, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Um, is there
Thank
anything
you.
you would like to add before we'll shut the podcast down on now and then I'll just chat to you? But is there anything you would like to add?
No, I just, I appreciate all you do. I love having you as an ambassador for us. And, I just like to say, I think we all appreciate what you do. And, the journey you are on makes a difference to a lot of people's lives. And, you should be incredibly proud of that and who you are
Wow.
because you make a difference.
Thank you. That I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's
You mean a lot to a lot of people. So, you know,
that's very kind. Thank you. I mean, that's then like my work is done because there's a lot more work to come. Trust, but it's like it's about being able to I made a choice around about what happened to me as a kid wasn't an option, but the option comes in what I do with it, and
yeah.
that's it. And I'm incredibly honored to be a brand ambassador. I mean, I'm incredibly honored to be on the app that means the world to me, and I love that picture. and it's so cool. And be holding a pineapple. I should have found a pineapple shirt, man.
Okay, well, listen.
All right, we're going to end
Thank
the
you.
podcast. Huh?
Yeah.
I'm going to end the recording now. I'll chat to you in a second.